I got really creeped out watching Mr. Ethel stream. I was already in like a kind of like woo kind of mood. It was a dark, stormy night. Like it was literally like pouring rain, kind of thundering. The wind was howling, and I was like kind of alone because like Ethel's like in his office streaming and stuff. And I went to go let the dog out to go feed her, and so her little bed, her like crate area is down in like the not like a basement but the lower level. So whenever I let her out, she runs up the steps to get into the living room, and I'm behind her. She runs up the steps and I don't see her, but I hear her bark like she sees someone in the living room. Like it's the bark that she does when she sees a person and she's freaked out, like oh, oh. And I'm at the bottom of the stairs still like what the fuck, because I'm so fucking creeped out already. Like I've been pre-creeped out. And I go up and there's nobody there. And I think she was like barking at somebody that was outside, maybe like, cause I saw there was like somebody outside like getting out of their car, but I have no fucking clue what she saw. And I was like, dude, what are you barking at? What the fuck? And she stopped and just like looked at me and wagged her tail and went over and like laid on her bed to get fed. Like nothing happened. It was so fucking creepy. I was like, what the fuck, bro? She like barked and then like ran over, laid down on her bed and was like, all right, you can feed me now. She has her little routine. She goes and like lays down and like sits really pretty and like looks at me expectantly like, all right, where's my dinner? I was so creeped out, bro. It had to happen on a dark, stormy night, too. So I had to distract myself by, like, I was like, oh, man, I gotta, like, play something on my Steam Deck to get my mind off of how creeped out I feel. So I found the Antivirus Survivors game, and I started playing that. It was so scary, bro. Yeah, maybe she saw a ghost. Who knows? Lord Ethel heard noises in his room when he played that chat couldn't hear. Whoa! Ethel said you screamed and then just kept playing? Oh, wait, at one point, I was training Michael. This was like way earlier. I was training her and I was yelling commands like, sit, come, sit, go to your place, sit, up, stuff like that. And then I do this thing where I teach her to leave it by putting like a bunch of treats in front of her paws. And I slowly walk away and I go, leave it. And she was doing really good, but she's a cheeky motherfucker. And she just, the second I started to turn around to like not face her anymore, she started eating it. And I was like, no! I think that's probably the scream that you heard. Just me going, no! Because I was like, no! You're training, no! But don't worry, I did a redo with her and I was like, all right, this time if you are really, really good, I'll give you extra treats if you leave it alone. And she got it. She got it down. She's a fast learner. She's way too fucking smart. And apparently can sense ghosts. I honestly hope it was a ghost. I hope it wasn't a home intruder. I'd rather it be a ghost than someone, like a real living being in my home. That is genuinely my worst fear. It scares me so bad. Yeah, it probably sounded more like a scream because my voice is just so shrill. Could she possibly be a super intelligent octopus? Yeah, maybe she's like an advanced octopus. Maybe octopuses have their own form of being a furry because they're so smart. And I think like being a furry is actually a sign of how advanced humans are. Like our brains are so advanced that we can actually like LARP as other animals that are not as smart as us by wearing their skin. So maybe my dog is an octopus in a dog suit. She is extremely smart. It's okay if they're dead though. I mean, that'd be pretty creepy. That would be scary as fuck. I'd wonder like, why is there a dead body in my house? How did that get there? But there would be no threat unless the killer is still in the house. I am advanced. I am a furry. being a furry is actually a sign that you're on like another echelon. Like you're close to like being a god in a way. I hate the feeling of like, you ever like get like a weird feeling when you're in your bathroom, you look up at like the vet and you think like, God, like what if there was somebody up there just like, and you like see their eyes staring at you up there? Ooh, that scares me so bad. What if there's something more intelligent than humans that's dressed in human skin? That's the Hawktua girl, bro. That already exists. It's called Hawktua. She better go live. There's an air vent above my toilet. Run. That's a bad sign. You don't want to know why it's a bad sign. It's just a bad sign. There's probably... I don't think there's actual, like, mechanisms inside bathroom fans. I think they literally always have, like, a small person up there that just, like, breathes in the shit smell to disperse it. Or they go like... they just blow really fast from up there. Ceiling cat is up there. Yeah, they go up there and they just inhale it. They vacuum it up like... yeah. They're called dwarves. Just imagine like a fucking medieval fantasy Lord of the Rings dwarf hiding in my vent. Just like breathing really hard every time somebody takes a shit. Which wouldn't be me because I don't do that. Regretfully. Yeah, how do automatic fans work? I have an automatic fan in one of my bathrooms. How the fuck does it know to turn on? The only way it could know is if there's somebody up there that's pulling the strings and breathing in the shit smell. Flintstones, It's a Living type shit.